Man's arm, suddenly burned by the 8,000-degree sun. What happened? A strong beam of sunlight was seen, whooshed through the ozone layer, straight into the earth. The water that was hit instantly reached 700 degrees, gurgling and bubbling, as the beam of light gradually shone towards the Golden Gate Bridge. The pillars of the bridge were instantly melted off by the heat, and the cars moving on the bridge. The cars on the bridge were turned into water in less than 30 seconds. And then the bridge. The meters of steel plates clicked, and it snapped off at the waist, where the beam of light went. It was devastating, and all because the Earth's core suddenly stopped spinning, causing the magnetic field above the Earth gradually disappearing. Once the Earth loses this natural protective shield, microwave radiation would instantly scorch the Earth to a crisp, and then there will be no survivors on the planet. The officer said, "What do we do then? Just wait for death?" The man said that theoretically, if we use a sufficient number of nuclear bombs, and detonate it at the center of the Earth, it would reactivate the core of the Earth. This one questioned. The core of the Earth is 6,000 degrees hot. Before anyone gets there, it'll turn into water. But John had an idea. A heat-resistant material. A tungsten titanium alloy. This material is not only able to withstand temperatures of 6,000 degrees, it can also absorb heat from its surroundings, converting it into kinetic energy. He then placed the mouse in a box made of this material. Then he turns on the laser pulse cannon. The laser cannon instantly threw the steel plate at the back of the box, and the mouse inside is still alive and well. When the top brass saw this, and immediately allocated 500 billion to Roy to use this material to build a giant drilling ship. Roy first spent 10 days building a giant high-frequency pulse cannon. As Roy activated the switch, the pulse cannon, a laser shot out with a whoosh. The irradiated mountain instantly penetrated the ship's forward drill. After the successful experiment, Roy led 8,000 workers, began building the hull of the ship overnight. 1 month later, when the huge drill ship was successfully built, the authorities immediately dispatched 6 of their best men to carry out this mission. As the command countdown ended, the ship clicked into the sea, and then it was off towards the Marianas Trench. 5 hours later, the ship was about to reach the bottom of the trench. Roy switched on his high-frequency pulse cannon. The pulse swished through the crust, and the ship went in. But just as the ship had traveled 17 kilometers in a row, when it was about to reach the mantle, a large area of unidentified material suddenly appeared ahead, and then there was a bang. The ship was in free fall, and it fell. When everyone reacted, they saw it was a giant jungle of crystals. The ship was stuck in the crystal and couldn't move. The team had to get out of the warehouse. The crystal was cut off. At that moment, a drop of lava suddenly dripped at the feet of the teammate. The teammate looks. The crystal jungle was about to be swallowed by the lava, so they quickly cut off the crystal and boarded the ship. The woman steers the ship headlong into the 5,000-degree lava. 42 hours later, the ship reached the core of the planet, but the device to launch the nuclear bomb was accidentally damaged. It had to be turned on manually, so Roy, dressed in a thermal suit, he struggled to get into the bomb bay. The 6,000-degree heat instantly melted the tools in his hands. Roy finally managed to twist the switch before he fainted, and the next thing you know, a 200-ton nuclear bomb whooshed into the heart of the Earth. With a loud bang, the core of the Earth was activated. It started to turn slowly. The ship used the shockwave. The ship returns with a whoosh. 4 hours later, the ship passes through the lava layer. It landed firmly on the sea floor. The authorities immediately dispatched an aircraft carrier to retrieve the ship from the sea floor and bring it ashore.